I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Hey, Bubba. Might just chop liver, Pat. Oh, Anthony Smith on the desk.
Anthony Smith, give him his flowers. He's a beast.
I love Anthony Smith. I think he's kind of done, though.
Hear that story? Someone broke into his house and he beat the absolute bag out of him.
Oh, yeah, like in his garage, right? Like he came with like his
broke
garage.
into his house and he literally just was like...
Beat the fuck out of him.
Like this crazy, like, position. And then called the police. He's like, I'm going to keep you here, buddy. Until the cops come.
I heard that he beat the shit out of him, too.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that guy? I don't know who the fighter was, but it was some like Brazilian fighter. Someone broke into her house and she fucking beat the pit. Like he looked like that girl like on the last fight. She pieced this guy up, dude.
There was
Who was that?
There was another guy that went to Sean Strickland's house.
Yeah, and he pulled out his gun. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Bro.
That guy like he hit a woman. Did you hit record? Oh shit, you did? Sweet. Yeah, he ran. He like hit somebody at a bar. He crashed his car and then ended up on Strickland's. Ended up in his driveway. Then Strickland rolls outside and he just starts like going after him, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Of all people, you go into one of the most lethal, crazy dudes on this planet's driveway, and you're like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? This guy's not a UFC fighter. Like, this drunk guy stumbling into this driveway, see Sean Strickland come out
In his white t-shirt and
then he puts
jeans.
the gun away, and then he just drags you in the middle of the street. Like it's so crazy. Only Sean Strickland that would happen to.
I know, right? And he was shooting off fireworks too. He had the firework fight with the Roman candles. Everyone thought he had staph infection on his side. It was just a really bad burn mark from a fucking candle, dude.
Dana White was so scared that Strickland was going to get hurt in that firework battle because if there's no Strickland on this card, no,
this card's nothing without Strickland. Strickland's the hype, dude. He can hype up fights with anybody.
I mean, he's the champion. He should, right?
I just with his mouth, dude. He just doesn't give a fuck. Did you think that Duplessis, like, do you think his shots like were like unwarranted? Like when they were hyping up this fight, how he's like, "Oh, like your dad just fucking beat the shit out of you."
Your dad has nothing on me. And, like, you think that's bad? And I was just like, yeah, dude, you don't talk about that.
Yeah, but Sean Strickland, all he does is talk about shit
Sean
like that.
Strickland's unhinged, right? It's kind of like if you talk, then like you got to be able to take the hits too.
Yeah, I feel
all the craziness Strickland speaks about, like someone's bound to talk wild back to him.
I know, and then he cried like a little bitch about it, and I was like,
I
was kind of surprised. I was surprised that like he let that like get to him, and then everyone's like, "Oh, well, you don't kind of go there." I'm like, "That's all he does is go there."
Yeah. There's always a line, right? It's like you're never supposed to talk about a person's family and like.
Connor crossed that line. Strickland's crossed that line. Duplessis has crossed it. I don't know how this fight ends tonight. If Strickland wins by KO, or if he wins by decision. Because how is Duplessis' ground game?
I think Duplessis has a solid ground game, but he's not obviously known for it. He's more known for power.
Striking.
But we'll see. What it's going to come down to is the cardio, because Strickland puts a pace on people that is borderline unmatched, and that's why he's the champion now.
Yeah, he's gonna always he's just gonna walk you down no matter what.
No matter what, and then he's just gonna pick you apart. And if he keeps checking the leg kicks like he did against Izzy, if he keeps having that defensive mindset and counter mindset, I think Duplessis is in a deep world of trouble.
Duplessis, like, look at those body types, dude. Duplessis is an Adonis, dude.
Strickland,
Strickland was shredded this camp.
Looks in amazing shape.
He's got like that, like
the best he's looked in his career.
Well, it's like what Rogan says. You get like that 30% better, like when you win the belt. That's like what he looks like, because he's never looked like what he did this camp in any previous camp.
Exactly. I mean, another thing is like Conor McGregor's coming back, supposedly.
April against Chandler. I hate that matchup. I hate that matchup, dude.
I love McGregor. Don't get me wrong, but I think Chandler knocks McGregor's head off his shoulders.
Yes, 100%.
I think Chandler's been so ready to go for so long. And he's like a cage dog, just like waiting to get that green light.
But he also like doesn't like fight smart. Like him and Gaethje just like said fuck it, and they
there
just
is no
they
fight
try to.
IQ Yeah, no, I
Like
agree with
he,
you on
like
that.
I think he's that guy who goes like, I could easily out wrestle McGregor and win, but he goes, I'd rather just like throw hands. It's like he doesn't fight to win; he
100%.
fights to fight. So I
Puts
think
on a show.
he does.
They're showmen,
He's a great
right?
showman, fantastic showman.
It's like Chandler has no problem taking 2 or 3 blasts to the face if that means that they can get a highlight montage
Right.
within the match itself. Like that's a win for him, win or lose in the actual fight.
Yeah, he wants to put on a
Like
show.
we have some highlight reel clips. Like he's, he probably goes back to his agent. He's like, "Yo, did you get that clip? Like those head kicks, those uppercuts."
He's a dog. He's only fought like top teners the entire time he's been in the UFC. Like I was kind of surprised because he had one loss in Bellator and like was the champ. Got the red carpet rolled out for him after Habib. Was that Habib Gaethje fight in Abu Dhabi was when they rolled out the red carpet for him there.
Yeah.
And I was like, then he beats Dan Hooker, and I was like, all right, Dan Hooker's a fucking savage. And then he's got a couple losses, but he's only fought like the top 5 fighters in there, like in his division, ever since he's been in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll have a belt, dude. Charles Oliveira is so good in that division. I want him to win that back,
Charles Oliveira's one of my
dude.
favorite fighters ever. But the thing is with him, he's just known for taking like his chin. He doesn't have a chin. He just gets knocked down, but then his recovery time is out of this world.
Well, yeah, but then he's great off his back too, because he's jiu-jitsu.
Exactly.
It plays right into it.
It plays right into it, but it's a slippery slope because like one of these punches, he's not going to be able to bounce back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's only so many times that you can get clipped and then be able to fight off your back, even if you're Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Like
He can only take so much damage. At some point, it's going to come back.
I think he'll be a champion though again. I think Oliveira can do it.
Everybody wants. I love Oliveira.
He's the fan favorite.
Oh, absolutely. What do you think about was it Gaethje and Holloway or BMF belt?
Gaethje and Holloway.
Gaethje and Holloway
I
belt
love
for
that.
UFC 300.
I love that. I think I'm a big Max Holloway fan. I love Gaethje too.
I think Gaethje wins that fight.
Um,
I think Gaethje has way more tools than
that's gonna
Holloway.
be an
I mean,
amazing
Holloway's
fight.
striking. He's the best boxer in the UFC, or one
Yeah.
of them. But I do Gaethje's leg kicks. Habib said he's like, I've never been kicked so hard.
The leg kicks are going to be the determining
And
factor.
he wrestles, but he doesn't use his wrestling. If he used his wrestling, I think that's an easy win for Gaethje.
Holloway is sneaky though.
He is so good, dude. Holloway's a dog.
He is. I mean, he's been. How long has he been in the UFC for?
He's not even that old.
Didn't he come into the UFC when he was 19?
He's been fighting a minute, dude.
I think he came into the UFC when he was like 19,
I gotta look him up now.
and he's still active.
He's not that old. He's 32 years old. When did he make his debut? Yeah, he was born in 91.
And being active, you know.
He's very active. Fighting at 45, dude. No, he was a featherweight from 2012 to now, and then he was a lightweight for
How old was he?
I don't know. Let me see
I
when
want
he
to say 19.
he was the youngest fighter in 2012.
I think Holloway wins that fight. The reason why I think Holloway wins that fight is because it's going to come down to IQ, and Holloway's a very smart fighter.
He is very
And
smart.
Gaethje has the power and has all the capability. Don't get me wrong, but I think Holloway's IQ puts him over the edge because he knows Gaethje has those leg kicks, and he's fought. Holloway's fought battles himself.
He has, but I don't know. Dude. Gaethje's
Gaethje's
just
had some wars.
he's such a dog. Like he's so talented.
So talented.
He does backflips off the cage.
Yeah,
he can.
while he's still gassed.
Yeah, I know. He's a
While
freak.
He's still gassed.
He is like he truly is the highlight reel. But I don't know, dude. Max, I just feel like I feel like he has the edge on Holloway. I feel like Holloway is just such a good boxer, such a good striker. I feel like Gaethje he can do it all.
I think
He can wrestle, he can strike, he can kick, he can grapple, he can do all of it.
I think it was the fight with Gaethje and Poirier when Gaethje won with that head kick.
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? When he goes to backflip off the cage, as Gaethje lands, Poirier's head is like this far away from where he lands. Like he almost backflips onto Poirier's head.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
while
right. I
Poirier
forgot
was
about
still on
that,
the
dude.
ground, like not figuring out where he is. It was so crazy, but imagine that backflip to the face, breaks your nose.
Is that gonna be the main event for 300? I'd be kind of disappointed if it was. Like, don't get me wrong, great fight, but like, UFC 299 I think is a way better card. It's stacked. I feel like 300 should look like 299.
Yes, agreed. But like, you got to think about it too. If you're the UFC, you put on so many fights, you put on so many cards within a year. You know, like
You have them basically every week.
Basically, exactly. And there's always like a free thing of injuries, and they always find replacements, and they always have people on backup. It's honestly impressive.
Yeah, Zhang Wei Li is fight. So they have. So the main event has even been.
I like Wei Li a lot.
Zhang Wei Li's a nasty. Gaethje Holloway is gonna be the third fight on that pay-per-view. It's the main event hasn't even been announced. Zhang Wei Li is gonna co-main. It looks like Gaethje Holloway, Oliveira, and Sarukian. Yuri's on that card. Cater now, Jermaine Sterling, Bo Nickel, Cody Brundage, Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt, Bobby Green and Jim Miller.
What do you think the mindset is? Like, you're going in, you're walking up to the octagon. The guy that you're fighting is already in there. He already did his walkout. You walk into that cage door locks. Like, what's the mindset?
I would be pissing my pants. That's just me personally.
Like,
you have to be a wolf, dude. Otherwise, you're just gonna get fucking eaten.
Your team's on the outside. The only person in there with you is the person who's trying to kill you and the referee. And the referee's not gonna help you. You know.
I just be blinking a lot to the ref like SOS. I could, dude. I don't know how the fuck these people do it.
You gotta tap into the.
You have to find that dog.
It's absolutely the dog mentality.
I feel like Strickland just like lives in that. Like he's just constantly like in that game mode all the time.
Dude, I feel like Strickland.
Yeah, I love Strickland.
He's so in like one of his most recent interviews, Strickland's like, "This belt isn't real. If I didn't have this belt and I didn't ever fight in the UFC, I'd just be like any other working alcoholic union guy who just."
It's like the Blake Bortles of the UFC.
But, like, just go to the bar and drink, and he's like, "I'd probably have a criminal record too." It's like, so it's true though.
I'm shocked he doesn't have a criminal record. After hearing how he grew up.
Well, fighting saved his life.
And fighting, yeah.
He's born to do it.
He does enjoy it. He does. I think he likes the trash talk more than he does fighting. I feel in a way.
Like he talks about his upbringing and like he thought his dad was gonna kill his mom, like his whole life.
Weren't his parents like both like severe alcoholics?
Yeah.
If I'm not
he
mistaken.
He literally sleep outside his parents' door, like thinking that his dad was gonna kill his mom any night, and then he slept underneath their bed. Like Strickland, as a little kid, slept underneath his parents' bed because he always thought his dad was gonna kill his mom.
That's fucking crazy.
And then one night he heard his dad say, "He's like, I'm gonna kill you," and then he was underneath the bed, and then he rolls out from underneath the bed, grabs the guitar that was in the bedroom, and cracks his dad with the guitar.
Sounds about right.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So he lives in that. Like, think about it.
Yeah, like he's constantly like on edge all the time.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, and it's fight, knowing Strickland,
Exactly.
dude. Have you seen I saw a montage video of him with like his road rage. He's like trying to pull people over. He goes,
Bro,
dude.
he said he lives for that.
Yeah, dude. He loves yelling at people. He was yelling at this old lady. He's like, "You fucking dumb bitch, get out of here." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
I don't know about
like,
all that.
Dude, it's hilarious. No, and then like this other guy's like, "No," he's like, "No knives, no guns. Let's step out. No knives, no guns." He lives, dude. He just loves to shit talk, dude. I think it's hilarious. I think he definitely pushes the line. So I don't think Duplessis is like saying anything to him. I think he
pushes the line, dude. He breaks the line.
Yeah, there is no line with Strickland. That's why I'm surprised. Like he like freaked out when Duplessis like kind of went after him. I was shocked. I was shocked to see that he kind of got into him. So I don't know if that's gonna play a role into tonight's fight.
You saw when they brawled in the crowd at one of the UFC events, he.
Oh yeah, he jumped.
I think it was.
Whose wife was it?
Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns. Yeah, it was his
Gilbert
family.
Burns' wife and his kids, and he told him. Strickland was like, "Can you just push over to the side?" 2 seconds later, Strickland pops the chairs and just suckers Duplessis or just grabs him.
I forgot that he did that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, tonight this is kind of like the one. There's like the one fight.
At the weigh-in, I don't know if you saw it at the weigh-in. They like had this moment. Strickland and Duplessis, they gave each other a handshake and they were like, "To the death." It was like gladiator type stuff.
Strickland will go. He's gonna die on a shield tonight. If he doesn't win, he's going out on a shield. He doesn't give a fuck.
That's the only way that you can beat Strickland. You have to knock him out.
Yeah.
Or choke him unconscious.
Even then, dude, I think just like when Masvidal was talking about it when he was going in against Izzy, he's like, his wrestling is so good. Like nobody knows how great of he's like a world class wrestler, and nobody really knows about it because he doesn't use it. And he's so unorthodox on his feet. He's got like that weird upright position. He checks all the leg kicks because he's so light on his front leg. He's not an easy guy to fight. So I think that kind of poses an issue. Maybe like the second or like third time you have to fight Strickland, you may be able to kind of get a beat on it. But
The question's going to be is how is Duplessis' cardio? Because yes, he's in phenomenal shape. I agree, but he's also very heavy set. If you look,
he
at
is.
him,
Yeah, he's big.
He's not only is he big, but like I feel like he's heavier than Strickland.
Yeah.
Weight-wise,
Like more
they might be the
dense.
same.
He's
Yes,
more
exactly.
dense.
Like weight-wise, they might be the exact same, but he seems like more of a dense, like less
Muscle.
cardio than Strickland will have. I think Strickland will have more cardio.
Oh no,
Based off their
Augie.
builds.
Come here, Bubba. Oh, he doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come over. Come here. Hop up. Get right in the middle. Good
You
boy.
got to introduce him to the pod.
Augie, say hi to everybody. Okay. Maybe not. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, Jillian's about to fucking put this lady to sleep.
I told you. It's that red hair.
It's the red hair. It's the red trunks. It's everything.
Just another
I
DOS?
think she's out of it.
Another
It
DOS
looked.
attempt?
It looked like it, or like an arm triangle. Oh, she had it.
It's like, if you fundamentally think about it, it's like they train every day to be assassins. Like
They
train
do.
every way to find a way to kill you. Every day you train, sharpen your tools. Like,
To
think
murder
about it.
people, dude.
Like instead of sharpening a blade, they just sharpen their techniques.
I guess one of my favorite videos is just seeing Joe Schilling knock that dude out at the bar. It's one of my favorite clips of all time, dude. I'm like, that's the shit you fucking run into.
I had this conversation the other day with a couple of my buddies. We were saying, what do you think is the most deadliest strike that you can get hit with in the UFC?
A fucking head kick, dude.
Head kick?
A head kick can, dude, that shin to the side of your head.
Oh,
Oh, is she going for an armbar?
so we came up with the top two because we couldn't decide between elbow strikes, like either like a Tony Ferguson elbow in his prime that would just slice you right down the middle,
Like John Jones'
or
elbow.
John Jones elbow, ground and pound style, or people sleep on this one, a knee strike to the face, like a Masvidal flying knee.
I mean, if you're getting a clean knee, then yeah, it would be. But I feel like a lot of knees you see like aren't necessarily clean.
Because they're hard
Their
to pull
arms
off.
are, yeah, like their arms are
They're
in the
hard to pull
way.
off.
Yeah,
But when they hit, they hit. Think about it.
yeah, a knee to the head.
Like a clean flying.
But they're like
knee
they're few like and far between the knees.
100%.
As far as like a most common like vicious head strike would a head kick or an elbow, I think.
Yeah, because that's yes.
Yeah, because it's the most common. Yeah, that's
Most
what you're
common.
mostly getting hit
But we're
with.
saying any strike that you could land.
Oh, a flying knee would
I would
probably
say
do
a
it.
knee would probably
A
be
knee.
the most damaging, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that's so.
Because you could get some velocity on that thing, and,
And it's
also,
all
too,
it's
like,
all your muscle, it's all your
it's
weight
your whole leg
like
that's coming in, as opposed to just like
that's exploding onto your fucking
Yes.
forehead, dude.
yeah, exactly. Like, pick your poison. I'd rather a punch than a flying knee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Augie definitely has the page fans and OnlyFans. He just got so excited.
Got the
All right.
subscription.
He definitely got that, dude. Is she still dating Austin Vanderford, the kid from Bellator?
Yep. He's a savage.
He's a
I've seen
beast,
like one or
dude.
two of his fights. I haven't seen a lot of them.
I saw him fight for, I think the first time he fought for the belt. I mean, that might have been the only time. That was the only time I ever saw him fight was that, and he lost.
I saw that. And he got mollywhopped.
Yeah, he got battered, dude.
I
Who
don't-
did he
I don't know if he
fight?
got
I don't even
knocked out,
remember
but-
who that was.
I can't remember if he got knocked out or if he just.
I think he got out wrestled, which was crazy because he's a
out-wrestled.
huge wrestler.
He's a wrestler, yeah. Paige Van Zandt, though, dude. She goes from UFC and then she does bare knuckle.
She did bare knuckle, yeah. She
Dude, and now she has OnlyFans.
didn't she fight Rachel Ostovich in
Dude,
bare
she said
knuckle?
She's made more money on OnlyFans than she has
I
on
don't.
whole UFC
I don't
career.
doubt it, dude. What was her
about
final numbers? She wasn't a great fighter. Like, I don't think. I feel like she maybe got off as like a hot star, but even then, dude, she's so good looking. She's obviously gonna.
Plum's mom.
Plum's good. I like the raspberry. I don't really like high
the
news, but the
raspberry.
raspberry's
Raspberry's
good. Yeah, let me look up her record because I don't think it was that impressive.
Yeah, but what about Mike Perry, though, in bare knuckle, dude?
He's a savage,
He's
dude.
born for that.
He
was literally
kicked the
born-
shit out of Luke Rockhold,
He
kicked
broke
the shit out of Eddie
He
Alvarez.
didn't even kick the shit out of Luke Rockhold. He broke his teeth.
Oh,
and
he
he-
broke his teeth?
broke his
Because I know
teeth.
he broke Eddie
And he
Alvarez's
couldn't-
eye socket.
And he couldn't go anymore, Luke Rockhold. And then same thing with A. Alvarez. They couldn't go anymore.
Yeah, he got
He both had stoppages on both of them.
That's fucking
He had stoppages on
crazy.
both fights.
He's made $1 million over like his 3 fights.
He fought Michael Venom Page too. He beat Michael Venom Page.
In bare knuckle.
Yes.
MVP did bare
Yes.
knuckle?
Yes. Yes. And he fought Mike Perry. Mike Perry beat him.
No way.
And Mike
Because he
Perry
just
has
signed
just-
with the UFC.
He's been on a tear. Well, years ago, Michael Venom Page, he was in the UFC. He was in the UFC. But then he left the UFC. The UFC wouldn't take him back. And then he went bare knuckle, fought Mike Perry. And then I'm not sure what happened after the bare knuckle thing. He might have got a contract with the
Was
UFC.
he? I thought he
again.
was like with. No, he just signed. He's
Like
gonna be on.
recently.
I think he's gonna be on.
He already. Yeah, so this was. He fought Mike Perry before he got re-signed.
Paige Van Zandt was 8-5. Like, I think that might be your overall record. Yeah, no, yeah, 8-5. Who'd she beat? She beat Rachel Ostovich. Not hard. Lost to Jessica Rose. Tough. She's not in the UFC
really,
anymore.
Really, dude, not hard.
No, dude, Rachel Ostovich. She's hot, but like,
I bet you Rachel.
she
Ostovich
was.
would beat
She
you. I
wasn't.
bet
She
she'd
wasn't a
beat you.
great fighter,
Right
dude.
now, I bet she beat you.
Yeah, no,
Right
Paige
now.
Van Zandt.
Right now,
Nah,
this very
dude,
moment.
just I weigh like 235. I'm
See,
giant.
that's your number one
compared to her,
mistake, dude.
Nah, dude.
Just because you're bigger
Uh,
and taller than the person.
No, dude, I'll work the
doesn't
hips,
mean
dude.
that she
I'll get.
can't choke you up.
I'll grab 2 hooks in, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll get 2 hooks in.
You could be Francis Ngannou, and you could still get choked out. Just remember that. I'm not
No,
saying
dude, I'm
Francis
gonna
Ngannou
answer the
loses.
telephone, dude. I'm
not
gonna
saying
answer the
that. I'm not saying
telephone.
that.
No.
Francis Ngannou.
She beat Beck Rawlings. Okay.
We have to
She
talk
lost to
about
Rose Namajunas. Huh?
We have to talk about Francis Ngannou.
Yeah. Who's he? He's fighting AJ. He's gonna knock AJ out, dude.
Dude,
He's going to. He's gonna pummel
He
AJ.
knocked down Tyson Fury,
Yeah, that's one of. He gave him.
who is debatably the best boxer.
He's only had 7
Heavyweight
knockdowns
boxer.
in his whole career, and he gave him his 7th one.
And he
I think he
on.
got fucked in that. I think he
won the fight.
won the fight. He did. He absolutely won
won the
the fight. But with all the
He won the
politics, all the other bullshit, boxing's so fixed
That's exactly what happened.
that
That's exactly what
you
happened.
don't. What was it? It was 90.
Did he knock him down
What
once?
he?
or
What
twice?
was it? It was 96, 95 for 2 different. I think that's what the scoring was. It was 1 point apart. It was like 96, 95, one for Fury and one for Ngannou, and then the last card was like. They had Tyson winning by like a huge amount of points, by like 3 or 4 more points. I was like, on what fucking planet,
Did
dude?
Tyson
On
get
what
knocked
fucking
down?
planet was that a blowout by
How many
Tyson
times
Fury?
did Tyson get knocked down?
Once.
Only once, or was it twice?
I think it was once because he served him his only knockdown. Hit one of 7 knockdowns in his whole career. He didn't get knocked down twice. He got knocked down.
Okay.
I mean, Tyson had like better numbers. Like he was more like better accuracy. He had more volume. But dude, Ngannou fucking worked him.
He didn't just work.
That was his
He-
first fucking fight in
not
professional
only was
boxing
that his
too.
first- yes.
Holy
agreed.
fuck!
But like he fights the top of the top, right?
The
Fights
best. He fights
top
the
of
best.
Top. You can't get better than that. Knocks him down. Does a little jig on him, which is awesome. You see him do that like little side to side dance while he.
Oh,
knocked him
yeah.
down.
Dude, the look on his face though when he got up,
Ngannou
he was
said-
like, "Oh fuck, dude."
Ngannou said the reason why he danced like that was because the whole time Tyson Fury kept treating him as if he was a rookie, as if like he.
Yeah, he kept
didn't
saying,
stand
"I'm
a
gonna
chance."
take you to
because
school.
If you remember too, Tyson Fury signed a fight with Usyk.
Who
in
was
the
at the
middle
fight?
of the training camp.
Oh, he did.
He already
Oh.
was signing a fight after Ngannou, and Ngannou really like internalized that. He's like, okay, like he's already thinking past me, and so
Yeah.
and then he knocks him down. That's
Dude,
why
did you
he
see the look
danced.
on his face though when he sat up, dude? The look on Tyson's
Yeah,
face was
dude.
like, "Oh fuck."
Don't forget too, though, he got knocked down by Wilder.
Yeah, that was another. Yeah, then he comes out
He
and goes,
rose-
"Yeah, again, I
he
got hit
rose up-
behind the ear, dude.
He
I
rose
fucking
up like the Undertaker. Dude.
Yeah.
You remember that? Rose up like the Undertaker.
No, but when we was talking about Ngannou with the knockdown, he goes, "Yeah, it's the second time I've been hit behind the ear that's knocked me down," like insinuating like the Wilder fight. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, dude. He also threw an elbow on Ngannou, and Ngannou fucking ate that too.
Yeah, there's a whole conspiracy that the way Tyson Fury wraps his gloves, there's been a lot of controversy around it because they say that the type of gloves and how he gets his hands wrapped and all this stuff, when his fist turns into a ball in the middle of the glove. So when he throws a hook, it's literally like the side of his fist, his whole fist is hitting you, as opposed to just the knuckles. So it hurts more and it's more effective,
Oh, yeah.
allegedly. There's like a whole conspiracy theory about that.
Oh, I didn't know that was like a topic of
Yeah,
conversation
because like
in the boxing world.
when he throws a jab, he kind of flicks his wrist if you pay attention to it. And as he flicks his wrist, you can kind of see like a fist balled up in the boxing glove itself.
Oh, it's like the gloves that maybe his hands are so big, the gloves that they get. Or something.
I don't know the rules and regulations of it, but like
That's interesting.
it's very looked into and very like specific detail in his camps, and like there has to be a person there watching the hand wrap guy wrap his hands in boxing, and there can't be any distractions. Like it's very like examined because of this.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the rule. That's the world of boxing, though, because boxing is like.
It's always been a fucking like a sketchy sport.
It's the fight game. It's the fight game. That's the definition of the fight game, dude. It's always corrupt and it's always skewed in one person's favor. That's the nature of the business.
That's what I don't like about the. That's why I don't watch boxing.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It needs to change, but I don't know how.
And I don't think Mayweather's done the sport any favors with how people are like 30-0.
Mayweather broke the system, dude.
Yeah, he broke the system. Now the system's fucked.
He broke the system. I mean, like
the fact if you have like one loss as a boxer, like you will probably never go for the. You'll never be able to get the belt.
No, not necessarily.
I feel like that's way more the case now in boxing than it is in the UFC.
Well, everyone chases the perfect record, obviously.
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to be Floyd Mayweather, you know? Like,
yeah.
What is he, 51-0 or
52-0 or something?
52. There's Crawford. Crawford's like 45 or something. He's up there, Crawford.
Canelo's got a couple L's on his resume.
Yup.
He lost a couple years ago, and he lost to Mayweather when he was super young.
I know. See, like, that's the thing. Mayweather got it. The way Mayweather did his career was perfect. Like, he got the hottest newcomer while he was super young, had the experience on him, beat him. But if Canelo fought Mayweather now, Canelo wins.
I don't believe that, dude.
Hot take, I know.
You think Canelo Alvarez beats Floyd Mayweather?
Yes. Because I think
I wouldn't even say now. Like, put them both like you're saying, put them both in their prime, like any time. Like once Canelo got experienced.
Yes.
So once Canelo got experienced, you think he would have? Wow.
Yes. And I think Mayweather timed it perfectly because
he played it well by getting him early.
That's what I'm saying.
That was it.
That's what I'm saying. But like now, I think Canelo would beat him.
Is that a dog tooth? No.
Oh, losing.
My
teeth
baby
over
boy
here.
just had a tooth fall out.
You gotta show the pod. You gotta show the camera.
Show the paw, dude.
Look at that thing.
I've never seen a dog tooth before.
Oh yeah.
Until right now.
We were just talking about
We
it
captured
earlier.
it the first time.
Pat was saying it. Do dogs lose their teeth?
I know. He was bringing that up. And then I said, I've never seen a dog tooth before. I've had multiple dogs. I've never seen a dog tooth. Good boy, Augie. We'll have to get him a toy for the Tooth Fairy. We'll do Elf on the Shelf with him too for Christmas.
Tooth Fairy gotta come. Oh, what a
shit!
punch.
He just rocked him.
So that's another thing too. When we were talking about significant strikes and what strikes not to get hit with, the liver shot.
Those are so tough.
A liver shot
though.
shuts down your body.
I like
that. You could mentally still be with it,
and it's also a delay.
But
because you see them you kick them, and then you literally have to wait like 2 seconds, and they'll just.
Can you imagine your body just
shutting down?
Shutting down. Just
that must hurt so fucking bad, dude. Like your central nervous system goes fucking nuts.
Same thing with Sean O'Malley when he got kicked in the calf against Cheeto.
Yeah, and he couldn't feel his leg.
Yep.
That happened to Jimmy Crute against Anthony Smith. The same thing. They had to call the fight because he literally couldn't walk.
That's why Pereira's calf kicks are so detrimental to fighters because he hits the peroneal nerve in the calf. He's trained a way to consistently hit that thing. If you hit that, it's like an on and off switch.
He also hits wicked hard too. He doesn't even have to hit it. He doesn't choreograph his kick either. It's just there and it's gone.
There was a little clip of Pereira and Daniel Cormier, and Daniel Cormier, typical wrestler background. Every time he meets a UFC fighter, he always tries to tussle with him. And so Pereira just finally obviously still all joking. Oh my God, this guy's getting cracked. Yeah, obviously still joking around, but playfully pushes away from Cormier, and then he does that. He does literally it looks like 2% power. Just playfully kicks his calf, and you could just Daniel Cormier stops in his tracks. He's like, "Whoa, how much power was that?" And,
I saw that clip
Pereira
of him
being had his translator there. It's 2%. He's like, "Oh, give me 10." Kicks it again. Cormier wobbles his leg. He's like, "Oh my God, give me one more time." He's like, 40%. Kicks him 40%. He's like, oh my God, he almost falls. And so Pereira's trained a way to find that sweet spot. consistently.
I think he just hits so hard too. Like that's like.
But it's so underutilized, dude. Why don't people do that?
I think. Well, I think after the McGregor Poirier fight, I feel like calf kicks have gotten wicked popular about after that, because I feel like nobody ever threw a calf kick until, like, it was on such a huge platform with McGregor and Poirier. That was their second fight that they had.
There's gonna become a trainer in the UFC that studies the human anatomy and finds out every on and off switch, like
The liver on and off switch, the calves,
the calf on and off switch.
I'm sure there's probably something you could.
That's what I'm saying. Like just like something to like,
Break, like,
momentarily paralyze their limb of whatever. So like the calf kick, it shuts down your whole leg. So now you're fighting on one leg and you have two arms. So like now you're gonna topple over and fall to the ground. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Liver, you literally drop to the ground. Like you can't.
Central nervous system.
You can't even defend
goes
yourself.
nuts. No.
And,
You just double over.
and same thing, knockout. Like how someone gets knocked out is your jaw puts pressure on your temple and just shuts your brain off. So it's like that there's a pressure point.
I'm waiting for that biologist to break that out, huh?
Someone just needs to do that. Maybe we crack the code.
Some fighters know how to take shots more than other fighters.
I think like rolling punches instead of like taking them. Like a lot of like boxers, like you'll see them like slip punches so they don't get fully hit with it. So like, I think some guys I'm sure they probably teach them how to like you're just slipping stuff.
You can't, like, the only thing that you could potentially do is like there's these things now, they're called like jaw sizers or something, that you can like chew on a rubber ball to like build up your jaw muscles. That's the
Oh,
only,
we're
that's
oh,
the
we're
only
so.
thing that's the
Oh,
only-
I've seen
like,
those.
jaw,
Yeah.
You know, like you just
It's like,
chew
yeah, it's
on
a-
it, and it's just like it
This guy-
builds
oh,
like
Sydney's fucked.
your biting power.
City's fucked.
I saw this clip. It was like of like this gangster from London, and he's been like confirmed in over like hundreds of street fights, right? And his trick to KOing people was to give them a cigarette, and as they took the cigarette and lit it, their jaw would be open, right? And so as their jaw is loose, he would come over and just go bang, and just either knock them out or like
Break
daze them
their
and
fucking jaw off, dude.
so like the moral of the story is like the number one. It's extremely hard to knock someone out if your jaw is clenched.
Yeah.
Their jaw needs to be like either open,
Yeah, if they're
as if
gassed,
they're
you probably have a good
gassed.
shot, yeah.
Exactly. That's the trick. But yeah, he'd give people cigs,
That's fucked up.
and so
dude.
they'd be like mouth open, like inhaling or exhaling, and then bang.
I think Tavares is gonna win this fight. City was kind of crying after that round too.
I mean, that's also why people love this stuff, right? Because it only takes one punch. It only takes one punch to win.
Yeah, it does. Like,
Slap boxing, they must be clenching their jaws.
yeah, they have to be. They're clenching with their fucking
But you have
arms
to
behind their
understand
back
too, though.
dude.
You have to understand too, with the power slap that goes on. If you look, they have things in their ears, so that they have. It's like I can't think of the word, but things you put in your ears when someone snores.
Oh yeah, like the earplugs.
Earplugs. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. They put earplugs in their ears so that their equilibrium doesn't get thrown off. Because if you get hit in the ear, your equilibrium gets
It'll
thrown
probably,
off.
it'll probably
and you get
break
wobbly.
your eardrum too if you don't have any padding
absolutely.
in there.
It wouldn't just. It would rupture it.
Oh, City's getting fucking. Look at that, dude. Oof. Tavares just giving him the 1-2. He probably can't see anything with all that blood, dude.
With the power slap, what I was going to say is it's a whole different type of impact. A slap against a punch.
I feel like slaps can be more devastating. 'Cause
I mean,
bigger surface area,
bigger surface area, yeah.
and you can cup their ears and shit too.
But that's the key. That's how people get really fucked up if you catch their ear at the same time.
Yeah.
In the slap. Because like I said, the equilibrium. If your equilibrium is off, you're toast. You're done.
Dude, holy shit! Where's this guy bleeding from?
Everywhere.
This is fucking another
Nose,
bloody
eyes,
fight, dude.
mouth, head.
And he's got it. Oh, that was so close to a liver shot.
Kind of like giving me vibes of Dan Hooker right now.
Yeah, he is. He's got all the tattoos. He's got the short hair. He's
Giving me
lanky.
Dan Hooker vibes, dude.
Can take an absolute beating.
Who is this guy? City?
City.
Sidey.
I'm assuming he's Canadian. He is, or maybe he might be, because they have like 1,000 Canadians on this card. Pretty much every fight has a Canadian on it.
Oh, clipped him.
Tavares is still hanging in there though, and he just took that fucking big hook.
Tavares is a tough cookie.
Good movement by Tavares.
Dude, if you know how to check a leg kick, it's
Making a miss, dude. Tavares is on it. I don't think City can see that well.
it's like from dodgeball. He's not gonna be he's not gonna be able to see very well, Cotton.
That's rad. I actually just watched that movie last week. That movie's so fucking funny.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Jason Bateman was the best part of that movie.
I know.
He was so good.
Low key was so funny.
Holy shit.
This is a war.
Fuck, marry, fight.
Yeah, let's do fuck, marry, fight. As I
Alright.
see Tavares fucking win this fight in the second round.
Who are the
Ooh, good
candidates?
body
in
kick.
Fuck, marry, fight.
Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Ooh, all right.
We're gonna do 3 non-fighters. We're gonna do Rihanna, Emma Watson, and Miley Cyrus.
Rihanna, Emma Watson, and Miley Cyrus. I think I know what I'm doing.
Fuck, marry, fight.
Yeah. So who do you want to beat the shit out of on that list?
Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. Fuck Rihanna, marry Emma Watson.
Interesting. I took the financial route. Obviously, I'm marrying Rihanna. She's worth like $1 gazillion, and she's hot. I'm fucking Emma Watson, and I'm killing Miley Cyrus. She's got a few good songs, but I could use a lot less of her. Pop, pop.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I mean, like,
Rihanna and Emma Watson are interchangeable. Who doesn't want to hang out with Hermione, dude? Know what I mean?
that's my childhood, dude.
Hufflepuff or Gryffindor?
Buddy, don't ever disrespect me saying Hufflepuff to me. It will forever be Gryffindor.
Pat's a Hufflepuff, obviously.
What house are you?
Slytherin. I've always loved Slytherin.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
In Draco, dog.
That's a big red flag. Slytherin, okay.
Slytherin, dude.
Okay.
Always. Got the green and the black.
Yeah, you like the green?
Draco and all those punks, dude.
Yeah, you'd be Voldemort's like henchman.
Yeah, dog. Hang out with Snape, dude. Have Snape be my boy.
Dude, Snape?
Yeah.
He was the half-blood prince, dude.